Jack believes that we should never celebrate love.
No, the world is so much happier without love in it.
The pulp from the pulpy oranges.
Allow me to explain, because I knew you'd struggle with this. It is quite simple.
This is crazy.
Your factory reset.
I'm literally control-alt-deleting.
Jack and Ash.
No, Ash and Jack.
Fine, pop a wig on.
A thong, get ready for a chat. Tea. Well, hello, Jill.
I'm Tom Holland.
And I'm Zendaya.
From Sheen. I'm Jack.
And I'm Ash.
And welcome to the very first episode of
The Jack and Ash Show! Oh,
it's been a long time coming, Bird.
I am so buzzing. I don't
So
know how
am I.
it's taken us this long to start this pod. For those of you that don't know, Jack and I are best mates. Well, he also famously hates me sometimes. But we basically started this pod because we truly believe that the key to life is whimsy, laughter, and cheekiness.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say
the
that.
highest order.
It is. I just think everyone needs a giggle for us, and we'll get to this as the pod goes on, but we just feel like 2025 is the year of whimsy and giggling. And we want to spread the whimsy and giggling as far as the listenership will allow.
As far and wide as we
As
can
we
go.
possibly can.
Basically, if you're down in the dumps, on your commute, or just want to start your day off with a belter, this is
not the
pod
place.
to-
You're in the wrong place.
Yeah, this is the pod to do it. But also, it's not all about us.
Oh.
No, it's not, sadly, Jack. We also want to hear from you guys.
Oh, yes, we do.
So if you have stories, anecdotes, anything that you want to share with us, you need to email us at hello@thejackandashshow.com or slide into the DMs at the Jack and Ash Show.
Yeah, very important.
It's very important that. Okay, without further ado,
Let's get cracking.
shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So every week we want to start off with the bestie debrief. We want to tell you about what's been going on in our lives. Nothing can prepare you, trust me, for this week. It feels so poetic that this is the first episode because last week we had the best week of our entire lives. I'm not even, that's not even hyperbolic.
No.
It was the best week of our lives. I feel like I've become a bit of a spiritual girly. I had multiple epiphanies. I've control-alt-deleted. My whole life has changed because we went to Ibiza.
Okay, and to set the scene for you all, Ibiza is our annual trip of whimsy. Okay, it is like the big thing in our calendars.
Yeah.
This is what everything works up towards in our year.
Yeah.
We did it last year and we had about, 8 of our mates?
I thought you were going to say we had about 8 hours of sleep over the week.
Over the week.
That's actually been generous. Yeah, there were 8 of us last year and then 2 of our friends happened to be there at the same time. So we kind of became a bit of a 10. This year there were 18. There were 18 of us in one massive villa. I was Mr. Pop your hat on and get it organised.
Yeah, as you always are.
As I always am, but obviously we'll tell the story, but cut to now, I'm the first to admit I am Mr. Organiser, but I'm usually a little bit stressy and I like things to be a certain way, very type A, whatever. The entire trip, support me on
You
this.
really have, I must say.
I might as well have just been lying down the whole time. I felt so chilled.
Yeah.
I feel like something switched in me.
You are the epiphany of
Epitome.
the epiphany.
I had multiple epiphanies.
You did have multiple
I am the
epiphanies.
epiphany, full stop. Thank you so
Jack
much.
is the epitome of an airport dad.
Yeah.
But in every facet of life, I would say, you are just the organiser. And thank God, because if he didn't do it, nothing would get done. As in, I just lay horizontal and Jack tells me where to be.
Yeah. And still have to carry you there.
Yes. But this trip, something just turned in you. I don't know what it was. You really chilled out.
Honestly, I feel like I've had a bit of a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah.
Jesus being the salty rock of Ibiza.
Jesus being the club.
Yeah, okay.
So should we get into the trip?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so let's start with the airport, first of all, because the journey there was nothing short of hell. When did the UK become USA?
Right.
Okay, did you know that it was a thing that you're allowed to just boot people off flights? Because I thought this was solely an American thing.
And in America, they say, we're really sorry about the inconvenience. We've overbooked this flight by 6 seats. Would anybody like to switch to the next flight? We'll give you $500 towards your next flight or cash or whatever. This was, unfortunately, the flight has been overbooked by 8 seats. Would anybody like to volunteer to go on to the next flight? Full stop.
Yeah, that's it.
There wasn't even here's an extra bag of pretzels from BA.
There's no cash prize. And that's where the UK always does everything wrong.
It was mental, right? So we're all like, okay, like let's hope that there are 10 of us out of the 18 on this specific flight. And it's because it's London City, they've got like small runways and stuff. So the planes are really small. So it's one of those that was like 2 on each side. That was it. So the plane wasn't that big. 8 people needing to go off. We were like, well, obviously we're not going to volunteer. Like we need to get there in time because we'd got a night out planned as soon as we arrived.
So everyone's looking at each other at the gate in tatters. Everyone's like, what do you mean? And everyone's going, I ain't fucking leaving.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Then, because everyone says, I ain't leaving, they say on the tannoy, okay, because no one has volunteered, unfortunately, basically, when you get to the gate bit and you scan your boarding pass, if it goes green, you're on the flight. If it goes red, jog on, you're on the next flight.
Russian roulette.
So we are all going mental, squealing like pigs sitting at the gate. And everyone's looking around at each other like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Do you know what? It was like a Bush Tucker trial. It was the weirdest thing ever. So people are lining up at this gate. Hands are trembling with their boarding pass.
It felt like Squid Game with like red light, green light. It was like, what's it going to be? I honestly thought if it had been a red light, they would just shot us on sight.
It was
so we're at the thing and Ash and I are first trembling, green light, right? And some of our friends who were in a later boarding group were standing over at the thing looking at us like happy for us, but also like, shit, it's going to be us because every single person going through had gone green. Anyway, then we saw people it turning red for and then being escorted away like, it's shame. And we were thinking, oh my God, like this just sets such a bad tone for the trip.
It was crazy. I've never known anything like that.
So we get on the plane, they're ushering us all along. And through some
miracle,
through some epitome of an act of God, all of us get on the flight. And that was the beginning of us realising maybe this was the trip sent from heaven. The fact that it probably only sat about 80 people on that flight.
Yeah.
We made up 10% of the flight, like more than, and we all got on.
And we all passed Russian roulette with flying colours.
So obviously then when we got on the flight, we absolutely sent it from day dot.
Of course we did. Tick, tick, tick. The champagnes were flowing straight away. I looked down at Chris, my boyfriend's bag, right? And I went, is that the only bag you've got? And we came to a huge realisation on that day. Why is it that straight men can get on a flight with nothing but the clothes and one small rucksack on their backs and have clothes for the entire week? He had new shoes, but there wasn't space for shoes in that bag.
I think it's because they use like 12-in-1 shower gel. I think it does so much more than just shampoo and condition.
It does. So it does, yes. So one bottle will do face, back, crack, sack.
Yeah.
It can open out maybe into a
bed.
shoe.
I honestly think there's something magic in there that we are just not privy to that we're not being told about.
Yes.
12-in-1 is basically a house. It's like, you know how Mary Poppins has her bag? I think 12-in-1 men's shower gel is a secret they're all just keeping from us.
Is a villa.
We will never know because I'm there with 4 massive suitcases, 32 kg each, and I still don't have a single outfit that I'm happy with.
Yes, because one of your entire suitcases just had cosplay wigs in it, by the way. He had one suitcase just with wigs in.
You're welcome. That was the best thing anyone could have brought other than the 12-in-1 conditioner, leave-in pair of shoes house.
That is very true. Yeah.
It was that wig tray, box, whatever you want to call it, was life-changing, but we'll
get to that. We'll get on to that.
So we get to the villa. It's a Sunday night. Fortunately, our mates had already gone to the shops before they shut because obviously in Spain at 4 o'clock everyone just goes piss off. It's actually mad. There's just no way to do anything. But particularly on a Sunday, it's like there's siesta and then that's it. So I did an Uber Eats order at one point, right, for the gaff. So it was quite a lot of stuff, wasn't it? It was like 300 euros of like bread and cheese and whatever for 18 people. They deliver. Remember this?
Oh yeah.
They delivered half of it, and then in the app we're like, sorry. And we just didn't get the other half, and I paid for it. It took so much back and forth arguing in Spanish as well. So my Duolingo was going mental.
And nobody gives a rat's because it's Spain. Care. It's Spanish
They just went, it's Sunday, jog on, we've gone to sleep, we've done a couple of deliveries.
Yeah.
So 180 euros worth was just in the ether. That baguette could have been, and it was probably in Chris's 12-in-1 shampoo. No idea where it gone.
That's how he does it.
That's how he does
He
it.
steals.
He's a thief in the night.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, so night number 1.
Yeah.
We need to set the scene.
Yeah.
We have Glitterbox booked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is at high.
Yeah.
We've realised we think it was very young audience, partly because I think
When we turned up to the club.
Yeah.
Right. I felt like Tutankhamun at High Ibiza.
You looked it as well.
I was like, what is going on? Are we old?
We're too old.
Or is everyone young? Or
I think it's because, you know the TikTok sound of get the fuck up, we're going to high. I think that's like 16-year-olds going, aha, right, I need to aspire. Like, that's the place that we go.
16-year-olds being the operative word, because do you remember what happened?
You need to fully fill me in on this because firstly, I was around the corner at this point whilst what you're about to say happened because Ashley, one of our mates, was wearing a full like body stocking. He looked iconic. And Glitterbox is like the queer night. So we were like, yeah, I'll be fine with that. We got there and they went, we're really, really sorry, but the rules at high are just that like, you can't wear that. So we were like, but he looks unreal. Like, it's so mad. If he was a girl, it would have been fine. Like, it was annoying.
Totally agree. It was really upsetting. And also, our mate Ashley has the body of Thor. And I think
an actual god.
They couldn't get their minds around the fact that there's this like body that can only be just like carved from the gods.
Sculpted by marble.
And then he's wearing a fishnet
fishnet
stocking. And they were like, you're just not getting in. Bear in mind, I'm in nothing but seashells.
No, but it's fine if you're a woman. I know, let's not. So
It ain't
anyway,
right.
Today said, this is the joke of it all. Rather than like, he was in like a chic outfit. They went, you just need to go to one of the tourist shops over there and buy an extra large t-shirt and put it on. So we've got a photo, we can show it. It's literally him in this full body stocking looking slay with an extra large t-shirt that just says Ibiza with Pasha cherries behind it like this. So tacky looking. And they were like, yeah, absolutely not a problem whatsoever. So I'm round the corner with Ashley buying this t-shirt.
That mayhem. Meanwhile, we've then discovered that all the people that go to high are underage.
Yeah.
So we are waiting outside. We're hoping and praying that Ashley finds something to come back so we can get let into the club.
Yeah.
These 2 girls, they are plastered, bless them. So I think drinks are so expensive when you get into the club in Ibiza that I think they just thought, there's no way we're paying 20 quid for a vodka Coke. They were like, we're going to get battered in our villa and then go to the club. These 2 girls trot up along to my boyfriend and his best mate. Bear in mind, Chris is a built 6-foot man. His mate is a built 6'7" man.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 girls go, hi, do you have any spare IDs? The boys have gone, who's asking? Like, what do you mean spare IDs? I don't have a spare ID.
But also,
for
like,
who?
where are your mates that they're for? Like, what are you on about?
For who? Like, who would you need a spare ID for? For us. They were that pissed that they were trying to borrow the ID of a 6'7" man.
He also is he's the hairiest man on the island.
And they just, the boys went, get lost.
Yeah.
Right. And at that point we thought, I don't know what high has in store for us tonight because so far it's been
chaos and frippery.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get into high. We actually had the best night ever. I don't even think we
night.
need to dwell on it.
No.
We just danced the night away.
Yeah.
And I think because, you know, the first night that you touch down on holiday and you get somewhere and
Have you got something in your throat? Something like that. It's like Daffy Bubbles. You got a bit of bubbling.
oh, Hannah.
It was
Hannah
absolutely
means
amazing.
family.
Oh my god, High was brilliant. And the toilets had a DJ on them. It was so cool.
Well, that's how I felt.
You cleared it now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, let's move on to the second night, shall we? Or do you want me to take this one?
You take this
you
one
do a
while I
Minnie Mouse
clear,
impression,
while I
innit?
clear the frog in my throat.
Miss Piggy's going to have a word. Second night was unreal.
Yes.
We went to Pikes. We absolutely loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, our mate Georgia Wood, who some of you might know, she's a creator, she was just star of the trip, but she had a bit of a wobble at one point. She was really bad and she just was like, I'm just not feeling myself. I think I need to go back to the gaff, right?
Yes. This is really funny, right?
The Chris thing.
Yes.
Right.
So Georgia, our mate
is
Georgia,
lesbian.
Yes, is
Georgia's
a lesbian woman, and my boyfriend Chris. They couldn't be more worlds apart if they tried.
No.
When they converse, they may as well be speaking in.
Well, they don't converse. They just spud each other all the time.
Yes, they have nothing in common.
In the club, they just go, "You're all right," and
Yeah.
G goes, "Oh, that was amazing chat I just had with Chris." You didn't talk to him,
No.
G. You just spudded him and smiled and walked off and went, "Yeah, this is sick."
So I find their relationship really funny.
It's
to watch.
amazing to watch. It's like Big Brother.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, G has this wobbly, and she's one of them people. Once she feels funny, she can't hack it.
She's always got a gippy tummy. She's amazing. Basically, the thing with G is, we knew before the trip she was either going to be star or jar of the trip. It was never going to be in the middle for G because she's amazing on one night out.
Yeah,
she's dreadful on two.
Yeah.
God knows 3, 4, and 5. Like,
Yes.
it's just not a thing. She's always got a bad tummy. She can't have dairy, but she'll eat dairy and then she'll be all over the place. Like, she's just a fragile human. She very much is. She wouldn't have survived in the Victorian era. She wouldn't have made it to 5 years old.
No
Like,
way.
Thank God for modern medicine.
Yes.
Because she's not even got anything long-standing wrong with her, but she's just frail. Yeah. Like, you could not have put her to work in a workhouse.
No
Like,
way.
No way. Like, a slight bit of smoke from a factory should have been a goner. I'm actually surprised she can eat Tangfastics, honestly. She is a fragile
Yes.
girl.
So she has this wobbly in the middle of this club, and she, all of a sudden, the only person that she wants, not even just person, is my boyfriend Chris, but particularly Chris's PEC. Chris has got nice big pecs, nice big arms. Love you, Chris. Shout out. And she goes,
Spud.
I've had a funny turn. We went, all right, Georgia, what do you want to do about
Fine,
it?
we can look after you.
I've been looking everywhere for Chris's PEC. I said, what? She went, I just need to lay in it for a minute.
Yeah.
And I know that will sort me out.
Yeah.
And I went, all right, go for it. Like, go and find Chris.
Like a mother's breast.
Yes. So she's found Chris, suckled on his PEC apparently for 4 minutes.
She's just sat under it because there's this little cave thing at Pikes that you can remember. You can kind of like sit underneath it inside, and you just look at her and she's just nestled underneath it like some baby bird that's just like been reunited with its mum that's fed it a worm.
Chris hasn't said a word about any of this. He's just letting it happen. He's like, geez, you know, I'm looking after her.
He's being an ally.
Right. Exactly,
really.
of course.
That's what we need. When we ask for allies, we ask for pecs to sit underneath. That's all we want.
Just suckle on.
I don't need rights. I just need a nice chest.
I just need a PEC. So even Chris's PEC at this point couldn't save Georgia. So she said, thank you so much, Chris. I feel so much better already. I'm going to go home. I'm getting an Uber. I'm French exiting. I'm done.
Because she'd done a big first night. And as we know, it's this. So we're just going, fine. Second night, let G rest. Good sleep. She'll be back to it the next day.
Right. Bear in mind, we've had an amazing night at Pikes.
Amazing.
We all assume that Georgia has gone to bed hours ago. We get to the villa. We're outside and...
Tell me the time, please, first, because that's what's hilarious.
I can tell you the exact timestamp, 4:57 a.m. We get back to the villa and we are in.
We've been out for 36 hours.
Correct.
To be fair, as the week goes on, actually.
So we arrive back in our Ubers. It's 4:57 a.m.
Yeah.
We think that Georgia has been asleep for hours.
Resting.
Yeah. For some reason, we get back to the villa. All the doors are open and all you can see is club lights flashing.
Red, green, yellow, the entire rainbow, like lighting up the whole kitchen. There's music on.
We went, who is in the villa?
Right, because the only person back at this point was Georgia. And of course, Georgia's resting because I'm sure she's got a gippy tummy.
So Georgia is standing there in a cosplay wig.
You're welcome.
Yes, right. And she's put party lights on YouTube so that the whole house has illuminated up in lights.
It was mad. It was the huge telly in the lounge.
Yeah.
She somehow managed to converse with it in Spanish and get it to turn on these flashing lights.
The house looks like a club. It was amazing.
It was unreal.
Went, Georgia, what? We thought you'd gone to bed.
And Georgia says, cue the video.
What's everyone's tea? Is everyone up for the party? Is everyone on teas? Is everyone on teas?
Right, guys. So it's G. She looks like a weather reporter.
She looks dead.
She looks tucked up, and she's tugging onto her necklace, but it looks like she's holding a microphone. She's going. is everyone on tea then? Is everyone on tea? What's tea? Is everyone on tea?
Who's up for a party?
She couldn't get her head around the fact that everyone was back and she was like, hang on, so am I throwing a party then here? Like, what's going on? And then as she turns around at the end, she's got blonde hair as her actual hair, this brown wig on top. So when she turns, she's just got this blonde bit under the brown sticking out. And she was amazing.
It is. And that ended up being a party for about 3 hours. She was really the star of that night.
I totally agree.
I would say.
Thank God for George's Gippy tummy. Something I never thought I would say.
Can I just say something about house music?
Yeah.
Skepta once said, if you like music, you like house. You just don't know it yet.
And I am living proof of that, because I would say for the first 27 years of my life, I know it's hard to believe I am older than 27, I would only go to clubs that had words. Like if they were not going to play Work From Home by Fifth Harmony, you're just not going to see me through the doors. I'm sorry, I'm not arsed. None of this pots and pans, none of this oons without words, not bothered. I have seen the light.
Totally agree.
And I really do believe what Skepta's saying. I think even as like, you know, a 92-year-old grandma on her deathbed of like, oh, I just, you know, I don't know that house is for me.
If
She's not heard the right song.
ounce,
play it for her as she's drifting.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It will make her life. I'm telling you.
And possibly end it.
Yep. Yes. Anyway.
So then, final night,
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
How do you even put universe into words?
I don't know how to describe it, but it was just nothing short of euphoria.
It's the huge new mega club. I think it's the biggest club in Europe now. Like I think Drumsheds in London is like 15,000 and I'm sure Universe Cap is like 20k.
huge.
It's crazy.
It's almost like a gladiator ring, isn't it? Like the way it goes up.
Yeah.
It's like tiered. So like people are raving in tears. It's just mental.
It is mental. There's a bit attached to Universe called The Apartment, which is like this secret bit. And we'd been invited in as our group. You have to put your phones away. Like you're not allowed to record anything.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, you said earlier, it felt a bit like we were in Gringotts meets.
Gringotts from Harry Potter meets
Again,
like
kind of like the Box, the club in London. Like it was just very like secretive and cool. They had dancers and stuff. Like nothing untoward was going on.
Almost a bit seedy, but in a sexy way.
But also in quite a classy way. It didn't feel like dirty.
No.
Anyway, then there's a little four of us. It was me, you, Chris, boyfriend Chris, and Henry, 6'6" Henry, who was going to give his ID to a 17-year-old girl. For legal reasons, he wasn't going to and he didn't. And Tiny Temper walks past us, right? Who was just there. Like he wasn't performing or anything. And at the same time, all four of us went, oh, I've worked with him before. And we felt like we completely factory reset.
It was the weirdest thing ever. We all found out in that moment that we had all at some stage in our lives been employees of Tiny Temper.
Yeah.
I, in my slag days, was in one of his music videos.
Yeah.
So in probably next to nothing, I
slag
imagine.
days like in past tense.
Right.
And then boyfriend Chris had modelled at some point with Tiny Temper.
Yeah.
Henry is a photographer and videographer, so he'd like shot him before. I used to sing in a duo and I supported him at Loughborough Uni Ball. It was me and Joel who I sang with, then Pixie Lott and then Tiny Temper.
So we are all standing in a line, right, with a gin and tonic looking at our former boss.
Being like, how is he the centre of our universe? And we'd never realised.
Bear in mind, he didn't remember any of it.
Oh, obviously not. And I don't, at least from my side, I was like, we never even met.
really upset.
Yeah.
I threw it back in probably next to nothing.
There's an earthquake up in here or like pass out or something. Is there actually footage of you in that? Because I used to really like Tiny Temper.
I will, there's a music video somewhere.
Is it like
I'll
a
bring
shit
it up
one?
for you.
Is it not one
No,
of
I look tea.
No, I'm
that's
sure
why
you-
that's why I was so upset.
But it's not about you, is it? Tiny Temper's music's not all
It
about...
is.
Okay, sorry, yeah, you're right, fine. Then yes, I'd love to see it.
Great, I'll show you it tonight.
It was...
At Gringotts.
We've forgotten to say about the dinner. We had an amazing dinner. They brought out steak. I've never seen this before. And they brought out these little mini... It was like a glorified Trangia, but like a little... basically a fire for the
like
table.
Like a Bunsen burner.
But a really chic one.
Yes.
That you then put your little piece of meat on if you want it more cooked than the group thing, which was
and
rare
I've
or
never
whatever.
seen that ever, other than like somewhere like Benihana or something.
You've never been to Benihana. You've definitely never been to Benihana.
I've never been to Benihana.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
I've never seen that
been
except
to
in
Benihana?
Canberra. No.
I've never been
I just
to
know
Benny
you've never been to Benihana.
That is really funny. I don't know why that came to my head. Is there somewhere else you've been that's similar to that? That's really funny.
No. Frankie and Benny's?
I've never been to Benny.
Maybe you're getting confused. Frankie and Benihana.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just so cool that
It
you
was
could. Like, I don't even
really
eat meat,
good.
but I was fascinated by what was going on.
It was
in front of
very
me.
good.
And then that was the latest night of all. Obviously, last night was always bound to be. Didn't really sleep.
No,
and
had to
then
check out of the villa.
at 10 a.m. and about 9:30 in the morning, I'm going, Bird, like, we're all clearing up now. Come on, like, I really need you to get to. And she was like, no, I will. And I'm like, I just know how long you take for these things. Like, I really, I'm chill Jack now. Like, I'm type B.
Guys,
But please get up. Like, you have to move your stuff because they've, like, it's the villa company are lit. Like, we love them.
Yeah.
They, like, sorted us out last year. Like, they gave us a bit of a discount again this year. Like, we adore them. But I was like, I want to maintain this lit relationship.
Yes,
And
meanwhile,
we
your
can't
best
just have
friend
you
is dead.
being just like a sleeper agent. It was hell.
I was really unwell.
You looked like, what are they called? Those old doorstops in Victorian houses to stop the draft. You know that you just like put against the door.
Oh, yes,
Like
that's-
draft excluder.
Yes, yeah.
You looked like a human draft excluder. Like honestly, we could have just tugged you and thrown you anywhere and you'd have been fine with it.
I was really very unwell.
Yeah.
We checked out of that villa.
Yeah.
We checked into our
Different
own
hotels.
hotels and basically decided to not
Just like
speak
don't
to
talk
each
to me
other
for 2 days.
ever.
I slept. I cannot. This is honest. It sounds like I'm being hyperbolic and I'm not. Out of the 27 hours following that point that we left, I slept for 25 hours. It was unbelievable.
As in to the point where we kind of agreed after the week we'd had to not speak to each other. 'Cause
Right.
We were like, we need to just do our own thing. But then I did get concerned when I didn't hear from you. And somebody said, I think Jack's still asleep. But that was the day before.
Yeah.
And I went, has no one seen Jack? And he just slept for 2 days.
It was unbelievable. We had, as soon as we got to the hotel, it was 11 a.m. because obviously we had to check out really early from the
Yeah.
villa. Had room service very quickly because there weren't any cafes or restaurants open
Yeah.
yet. So I had a bit of pizza, went to bed, slept from 11 a.m. till midnight, woke up because Elliot and Ashley got back to the room for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, had a little chat, slept all the way through again until my alarm at 10:30 just so I could go to breakfast.
That's
it was
amazing.
unbelievable. And I've just felt completely
That was
reset.
your factory reset.
It was cannot recommend enough.
Yeah.
Do 4 8 a.m. finishes in a row,
And then
then
sleep
have
for
an
2
all-nighter
days.
and then sleep for 25 hours. I've never, ever felt better.
I would say to anyone listening or watching this, don't take that advice.
Well, I'm not a scientist, but I certainly know what the sample size is one
You
right now.
hate to say
And there's
I'm a DJ,
100% success rate.
Yes.
I hate to say I'm a DJ, but I am.
But I am.
I hate to say that I'm Einstein, but I'm definitely better than him.
Yes.
I feel like for the last week, I've felt way better than Einstein ever did. I know that for a
Yeah.
fact. I feel amazing.
And that was it. That was the holiday.
Yeah.
It was the most amazing time
It lives
ever.
on.
It almost at this point, I want to auction tickets
Oh,
to the Ibiza trip.
100%. But the problem is, 8 last year, 18 this year. I don't know if any villas will sleep 28
Will we just start a
next year.
festival then?
Fine. That's not a bad shout.
It's not a bloody bad
We could
idea.
easy start a festival.
We could start a festival.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Anyone? If anyone has any ins.
If anyone would like to write in, email, DM us,
Yeah.
please, at the Jack and Ash Show
Yeah,
on
you
how
know-
we start a festival, that would be really good.
I think we've done harder things.
Totally agree.
For sure.
You've slept for 2 days.
Yeah, that was the easiest thing I've ever done. It was absolutely amazing. Right, after that,
Yeah.
I think we need a break, a decompress. I'm going to go and sleep for 25 hours.
I'm going to find Chris's PEC.
Perfect to give to Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Come back after the break and we're going to be doing Bestie Dictionary.
Thank God.
And so much more.
Welcome back, baby.
to the Jack and Ash Show. So this is maybe the part that I've been most excited about.
Yeah.
And this is the Bestie Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
What is the Bestie Dictionary, I hear you ask?
So the Bestie Dictionary is essentially a culmination of all of our favourite words and
Yeah.
phrases and sayings that we have butchered, manipulated, just squeezed
Yeah.
for all they've got over the years. And we want you guys to know our lingo.
Yeah, because I
essentially.
think sometimes we realise we basically talk in tongues.
In riddles.
We'll be on shoots sometimes and people will be like, oh, it's so fun to be around you, but I don't really understand what you're saying half the time. We might as well be talking another language.
Yeah.
So this is the point where we want to be like, right, I really need you guys to understand what's going on because it makes it more enjoyable for everyone when you've got an idea of the secret language that we've created. Okay. So these for today are all things that were born in Ibiza that we just can't stop saying and know will just forever be in our lingo.
Bear in mind, this started as a viral TikTok trend.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and we started doing videos of it. You know, the whole guess the phrase.
It looks a bit like Heads Up.
Yes.
But it's basically you're guessing the phrases and I feel like the ones we find funny on TikTok are the more niche and bonkers they are. So for instance, before where we did like, what in the Anton do heck? And that's just like when something weird's going on. And of a
I love that one.
I love that one. Or like of a similar vein, if you look really good, we'll say dancing the Paso Dope sleigh.
Yes.
But like, it's just stupid. It like there's no need for it to exist in the world.
No.
So without further ado.
Okay.
Do you want to do one for me first?
Yes. Okay. This is, you wake up in the morning. Well, maybe you don't wake up because we haven't been to bed.
4 p.m.
We've had a mental night the night before. You
Yeah.
look at yourself in the mirror
Yeah.
and all you see is a cretin.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I look a disgrace. But there's so much, it can be so many things.
There's so much lore to this.
So Georgia really came up with this one, but I feel like it's one of those adjectives or nouns, whatever, that can be a 0 or a 10. So most of the time, obviously, I look a disgrace.
and you have to say it disgrace.
I look a disgrace. But then sometimes, like when Georgia had her wobbly, and then one night, because obviously she had multiple wobblies, so later on the trip, she had another wobbly, had a really good sleep, woke up in the morning, and she went, guys, I was awful last night, but I took one of those sleepies, and now I feel amazing. I feel a disgrace.
Yeah.
So like, it's also fantastic.
Yes.
You can just tell from the intonation when it's like disgrace or disgrace.
Yes.
And they are two totally different things. So
You'll catch on quite quickly
yes.
if you start using it.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to use.
and you will be a disgrace,
Yes,
which is
okay.
a good thing.
Right, do you want to do
Okay,
one
mine
me?
for you, okay. So, what do we say when the vibes are maybe slightly down, everyone's like hungover or knackered, and we need a phrase that just brings up the energy?
Okay. Lift it up, baby.
Hey! So this one is, right, our best mate Ed was a surprise addition to the trip. So we'd already got the group all sorted and he was able to come last minute and I just knew that everyone would be buzzing about it. So I kept it
Bear
a
in mind, you
secret.
didn't tell anyone. I can't believe you got away with this. Jack didn't tell anyone that Ed was on the trip. So randomly he went, our Uber driver's here, And Ed walks in and we all went, ah.
No, I said the manager of the villa came to
That
do our
was it.
passport. So Ed
That was
walks
it.
in, opens the door and goes, can I see your passports, please, lovey? And Ed is like, oh, he's just a joy.
Yeah.
He's northern. I think a lot of the like voice that we talk in is kind of an adoration for like Coronation Street and like northern icons and stuff. So
Yeah.
everything all the time, you'll go, oh, yeah, lovey, yeah, it's brilliant. But Lift It Up, Baby was born from, we'd all got in from the club. We were absolutely like on nightmarish disgrace form. And Ed, we all had wigs on, obviously, and not even realising anybody was looking at him. Ed was in the corner with his glass of wine and he genuinely thought it was just to himself, which is why it's so iconic because it wasn't performative. He, with his wine to his lips, he just went, lift it up, baby. And just sipped from his glass of wine. And about three of us saw it and just burst into tears laughing because who was that for? Like, why is it being
It wasn't for
lifted
anyone.
up?
It was for himself. He knew that he had to lift his own spirits
I think if he hadn't have said it, maybe his arm wouldn't have worked.
Yes.
So he just went, lift it up, baby.
Lift it up, baby.
And now, obviously, whenever we're cheersing, whenever there is like a slight lull in the vibe, we all just go, well, lift it up, baby. And he's oh God, he's so wonderful. So I've got another one
Okay, go on.
in that vein.
Oh no, I hope I get it.
No,
Okay.
I think you will. What do we say when we take a photo and it's absolutely revolting. And the only way that we know that it could even look remotely passable to be posted on the internet is for it to be edited. We say we're going to put it through the...
Put it through the tumble dryer.
Put it through the tumble dryer, right? Which again, Ed just said as a throwaway thing. We took a photo of him and he went, oh, God love it, I don't look very good there. You better pop that through the tumble dryer or whatever it is you use. And then we had a bit of an epiphany yesterday.
He's saying it's an editing app. He's saying, please put an edit
pop it
on
through
me.
Facetune or FaceApp or whatever. But the way that he says it, we realised yesterday, a tumble dryer dries your clothes and irons out the kinks.
It's actually genius.
But he said it obviously at a point of 11 out of 10 intoxication.
Yeah.
Because something in his brain is genuinely so switched on.
Yeah.
At one point, there's actually a voice note we can play, and I will send this in, where we were looking at all the photos after the trip, and Ed went, I've been looking at everyone's photos and they look absolutely amazing. I look absolutely rubbish. There must have been something wrong with lens. so he had to have all his photos put through the tumble dryer just so that they can look remotely passable.
So now anytime Jack shows me a photo of myself that I look a bit like...
clapped.
Yeah.
And there are quite a lot.
Don't you dare post that before you put it through the tumble dryer.
Pop it through the tumble dryer,
and
love
we
it.
all know what it means.
And lift it up because you look a disgrace.
Lift it up, baby.
Oh, God. So there will be so many more of these to come. I feel like we've got a long old list of stuff that we wanted to share with the world anyway, of things that we say to each other.
This will be a weekly thing.
Yeah.
That we do Bestie Dictionary.
Yeah. And it's so enjoyable for us because I feel like a lot of the time we'll watch old videos of ours and be like, oh God, remember when we used to say that?
Yes. And please let us know your favourites.
Or things that you have heard us say and don't really know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because I do
then
feel
we can
like
explain them.
we presume sometimes that everyone just understands.
We need to write them in like an ancient scroll.
Yeah, well, maybe that's doable.
Okay.
Maybe Bestie Dictionary becomes like Bestie Magna Carta or something. I think we can do that. Easy. And also, we'd love, I just think the joy of this pod in general is wanting it to be as interactive as possible. So please also send in to @TheJackandAshShow or hello@thejackandashshow.com the stuff that you guys say. Because like I was saying earlier, there are lots of videos I watch on TikTok and I fall out laughing at other people's daft phrases.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to hear. Or sometimes people will come up to us and say that they now use some of the phrases that we put in the Bestie Dictionary stuff. So I'd love to know if you've changed any of ours or butchered them, or if you've been dancing the past the dope sleigh. There's so much that we just need to know. So please tell us.
So as we said to you guys, the show isn't just about us.
Unfortunately.
Sadly, we also want to hear from you guys. This next segment is called Bad Advice, right?
The clue's in the name.
Yeah. We want to hear your stories, your dilemmas, your anecdotes, and we will do our best to give you some advice. And most of the time, it most likely is going to be bad.
I think, just a disclaimer here, legally, don't follow any of what we say. I really can't be asked with a lawsuit by episode 3.
Totally agree.
This is all theoretical. Of course, the problems you're sending in are theoretical and our responses and advice is all theoretical.
Yes.
But
we want to hear from you.
Theoretically,
without further ado, let's get into some dilemmas.
Yeah, so we actually haven't seen these, genuinely.
No, we have no idea.
This is a first look. Producer Jack's going to pop them on the screen now. Right now, it just says, question 1 from ... Aha! Because they're on paper. We do this the old-fashioned way.
That's
Thank
amazing.
You.
Lift it up, baby.
Our first message is from Josh and Anna. Dear Jack and Ash Show, my fiancée Anna and I have been having an ongoing disagreement regarding the ultimate destiny of oranges. Anna fervently believes that some oranges are destined to be pulp and some are destined to be juice. This feels quite philosophical. This is way more than just oranges. I feel like oranges is a bit of a metaphor
for life.
For, almost like some things are destined for
some
greatness.
Some people are destined to be pulp and some are destined to be juice.
100%. And it's like, because you could say the same thing about cows, some of them are for meat and some of them are for milk, but it's much more than the dairy industry.
Right.
In my opinion, theoretically.
Okay.
In her version of events, as told to her by someone within the juice-making industry.
Oh, okay.
The pulp from the pulpy oranges, as she refers to them, is added to the juice from the juicy oranges to make orange juice with pulp. Does that make sense to you? Do you want me to... Basically, what she's saying is, as someone,
I'm
an
not
industry
a scientist.
insider...
The pulp from the pulpy oranges.
Allow me to explain, because I knew you'd struggle with this. It is quite simple. So... Basically, it's saying the orange juice with pulp, you don't just go Yep, cool. We've left the pulp in that. Pulpy oranges are so shit. She's saying as an industry insider, we've actually we've actually got a real link to the industry here. All orange juice is made from nice juicy oranges, and then any ones that are with pulp just get a bit of scraggy pulp put in from a pulp orange, not all of it from the orange in the first place. You still struggling with this?
No, I'm not, but that's such a ruse.
Well,
So the whole orange industry is a Ponzi scheme.
It's a house of cards, effectively. It's a house of citrus.
What?
It's mental.
So what? And what's the dilemma then?
So this is what Josh is saying about...
What is there to say other than I'm going to sue the orange industry?
If you'd let me finish. I, on the other hand, this is Josh, am of the opinion that, in his words, fucking obviously, all oranges are juiced. And to make juice without pulp, you simply remove the pulp, presumably via some sort of industrial filter. Then for orange juice with pulp, you simply leave the pulp in after you've juiced the oranges, which is obviously what everyone would presume before we had links to the orange juice mafia. She won't see sense, and frankly, it's putting a strain on our engagement. Please help Josh and Anna. I'm not surprised it's putting a strain on their engagement.
Is this meant to be followable?
Well, it's actually mad how small your brain is.
No, but this is crazy.
Your factory reset.
I'm literally Control-Alt-Deleting at this.
So, there's two ways. We either tackle this literally or we tackle this as a philosophical... It's infectious. It's osmosing to me now. Thanks a lot. So...
I feel like a pile of pulp trying to even decipher any of this. I think your marriage is on the rocks.
Totally
I think
agree.
you're done for. I think nobody ever should drink orange juice ever again.
Yeah, and stop asking stupid questions.
Fuck off.
Okay, question 2. Josh and Anna, don't ever write in again.
Next. Okay.
Not ours.
Right. Oh, wait, that's pulp.
Or was it juice?
Sake. All right. This is from Gwen.
Stefani.
Gwen, God forbid, please do not start talking about the juice industry.
Imagine yuzu.
Hey, I'm an industry insider. Hey, Jack and Ash, I need some guidance.
Yeah.
A few years after breaking up with my boyfriend, we became friends again. Ooh. Unsurprisingly,
It works for some of us.
It does. Ooh, you being case in point. A few weeks ago, he got an invite to a wedding, including a +1. Don't say what I think you're about to say, Gwen. To my delight, I got asked to go along with him, but not as a +1, as a reserve +1.
Ooh, Gwenny.
He wants me to be his reserve +1 in case he can't find himself a girlfriend in time for the wedding.
Now.
It's not done.
Oh.
Pulp. It's okay, I'm joking. This is an extreme case of disrespect towards my feminine virtues and wiles.
Did you write that?
I know, it sounds like
very
something.
you.
It's actually me.
Innit?
Should I decline alongside rethinking the future of our friendship, or should I #do it for the plot and hope there's an open bar to make it worth my while?
Well, so that's a question in itself. I don't think anyone should be having a wedding if you can't afford an open bar, but that's just a totally separate thing. I think you just wait until you can afford an open bar, unfortunately. I cannot bear.
Really?
It's already about you. Just go to a registry office. I'm sorry.
Hate weddings,
I have
though.
such strong opinions
Jack
on
is
weddings.
very anti-weddings.
I think you should never presume to have a +1, full stop. My
Jack
thought
believes that we should never celebrate love.
No, the world is so much happier without love in it. And I also think, like, just hear me out, right? If you can fit 40 people at your wedding, the normally done thing is you have 20 really close people and then 20 clinger-oners, like 20 dingleberries of human beings.
I actually don't believe in +1s for weddings at all.
Thank you.
Even though I have been a +1 quite a few times and I've butchered the open bar quite a few times.
So Gwen, do we have a name for Gwen's ex? Should we make
other
one?
than pig?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
So I think it depends how far out you are from the wedding. If this is like a year away and you're getting on well, I think it's actually fair enough for him to say, look, if I've got a partner at the time, it's not really appropriate that I take my ex with me.
Fine.
I wouldn't obviously be a reserve. I wouldn't have friends like this. Gwen needs to get a grip. We're talking theoretically.
Yes,
here,
okay, fine.
Because I, unfortunately, am so much more of a better person than Gwen. So it doesn't really apply to me
Yes,
because
I
I wouldn't
agree.
be put in that situation.
I'll be
But
honest.
We're talking theoretically.
Unlike Jack, I believe that weddings are actually really fun.
They can be.
Yes.
They can be.
Right.
I'm happy to admit that.
The specific of whose wedding is it?
Yeah.
If the couple is fun, if the guest list is going to be pumping, and if the music is going to be jumping.
Basically, is the wedding in Ibiza?
Be a dickhead, Gwen, and go. Be a reserve plus
This
one.
could, because if this is all their old mates when they were a couple, it's understandable that it would be like, oh, I'd really like for you to come, but understandably, like, I'm getting on. If I've got a girlfriend at the
she's
time.
going to have mates there, of course, because
she
it's
is,
her
'cause it's all their
ex.
friends.
Oh, free bar.
Yeah.
Free
but
bar, Gwen.
Then what happens if she's really excited about it and then 3 weeks before she gets dropped? Because he goes, oh, I'm actually seeing this girl now. I've been with her for 3 months and it's pretty solid. I can't really
Then
take
she
you.
needs to block him
Yeah. Okay.
and have a glass of pulp.
And move on to an orange farm. I totally agree.
Yeah,
That's fine by
completely
me.
agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Number 3.
Okay.
We received a message from an anonymous source. This is going to be good then if they can't even put the name to it. Hi, Jack and Ash. I need your advice on a suitable I'm sorry gift. Last week, my best friend needed a lift to the doctors as he needed someone to drive him home after an operation. He's quite a private guy and he asked me, knowing that I'm a discreet individual, unlike some of our other friends, so I was happy to help. I've actually been this for someone before who you don't know.
Oh.
You know the person, but I've not told you because I actually surprisingly can be discreet.
Mysterious. Why do you need to be discreet from it? As in, if you had something done on your...
No, it wasn't me. It was I was helping them.
Totally
but they had a
agree.
surgery that they didn't want people to know about.
So,
on their face.
on
On their face.
Ah.
I didn't say a word to anyone, and a couple of nights later, I dropped him a message to ask how he was healing after his procedure. I hadn't realised that I'd posted the message publicly rather than sending it as a direct message. This is like when I was slagging off a girl in year 7 and I texted her rather than...
No,
Yeah.
this is like...
Where's the cock?
Where's the cock?
No, we can't talk about that.
We can talk about that.
Oh, God. Okay, we'll come back to this anonymous source. So, no names, though.
We can't, obviously we can't say
All
names.
right. Oh, God.
Basically...
Oh, God.
Basically, no, we have
You're
to
going to have
tell
to tell it and I'll just
Okay,
cringe in the
basically,
corner.
do I even go as far as to say that this person was once your trainer?
Yeah.
You once had a fitness trainer,
Yeah.
right, who I also...
Was sleeping with. Because you were a slag.
And once Jack sent me his story and he was in either a pair of Speedos
No, he
or-
wasn't, Bird. He was on a public train, like on the Great Western Rail or whatever, with his feet up like this. And the caption said like bad lad or whatever. And he was in sports shorts and they were completely flat. So I forwarded it to you and said, where's the cock?
Instead of forwarding it to me and saying, where's the cock? He replied to his story and said, where's your cock?
Where's the cock?
Where's the cock?
And I only realised when 4 hours later, he replied and said, haha, what, mate? And I was like, oh, shit. So then I had to reply and be like, oh, no, it's just a jokey thing that Ash and I do. And then I never saw him again.
We both never spoke to him ever again.
He then went on a very famous TV reality show.
Yes.
Anyway.
With no cock.
With no knob. And look where he is now, knobless. Lost in the world on a fruit farm.
Exactly. Okay, right, continue this.
Sorry, yes, anonymous user. So,
Yeah,
I can't believe we've said that.
that's really funny.
I was I was in that, like, kept me up for so many nights.
I know. Yeah,
Imagine receiving a message saying, where's the cock? Anyway, I hadn't realised that I'd posted the message publicly rather than sending it as a direct message. Imagine if I'd put it on my story. At least I'd only replied
I
to him.
completely agree.
I only realised after I'd made a brew and come back to look at my phone to see that it had gone crazy. So that's it. How do I say sorry to my friend for announcing his adult circumcision online?
At that point, you have to say that it... What do you even do?
Do you have to ask the friend and say, is this, like, are we going to play this as a joke? Because obviously it was
You
an
have to.
accident.
You
So
have
say,
to.
But he didn't want people to know about it, presumably because it was like tight or something. It wouldn't have just been like for optics. There'll have been a problem if you get circumcised as an adult.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So a faulty knob at that.
Yeah, where's the cock?
Oh no! So
That's mad because I didn't actually know it was about
I
knob
know
until
that's
the
so
end.
funny. Perhaps it's
Perhaps
him.
it's him. Anonymous source. Wow. Anyway,
It's much to think
there is
about.
much to ponder on there.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's not.
Yeah, totally agree.
Where
I
is
think
it?
you have to play it off as a joke.
Yeah.
That's the only
You
way.
have to. You message the friend and you say, I'm so sorry, I meant it out of love. Then you post a photo of his knob.
Meant it out of love.
As in like of care, because it was an accidental post. So it was like, of course I meant to send it to you.
But I've accidentally done it as a broadcast message.
Hang on, how have you done it as a public message? Just saying, hey mate, how was your circumcision? That's not personal. Did you say, hey Larry David III who lives at this address, how's your circumcision? Like,
how's your cock?
do you know, yeah, where's the cock? That is, do you know what I mean though?
Yeah,
when I text
agree.
you, I'd just be like, I would never say like, hello, Ash.
I'd go as far as to say
This was deliberate.
that was deliberate.
Yeah, you're a dickhead, anonymous source.
No need for the sorry present.
Right.
We all know what you were doing there.
Yeah, and also they buttered themselves up to start with. Like, he's a good private guy. He knows I'm a discreet individual, unlike some of our other friends.
No, you're not.
It's a ruse.
That is a ruse.
You are a
cheeky little
monster
witch.
tabernacle. I totally agree.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you any sympathy.
No.
Your friend deserves better.
Yeah. Deal with the consequences.
What would be a good gift to apologise to him? Maybe a snood would be nice.
For his knob.
No, for his head, but it would remind him of what he's had lopped off. You know, like a nice
Oh
wraparound
my
scarf.
God. So where you take away one covering,
The
you
God
put
giveth
another
and he
on.
taketh away. Yeah, yeah.
That's really good.
I think so.
I
Just to
really like that.
To really remind him of like, ha.
And that
you've been
almost seems, you know how you were
circumcised.
saying, like things always seem to get quite philosophical.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a greater thing
From
there,
the pulp to the juice.
a bigger message other than just foreskin.
Right. Which
It goes beyond that.
Right.
Who are you under your hood?
Right. Without your snood, what are you? That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Maybe we should do advice columns.
I'm not sure.
No?
No.
Okay.
Next. Last one. Another anon. It's going to be awful.
Oh, God.
Hi, Jack and Ash. My best friend keeps saying the term.
My bestest friend.
My bestest friend keeps saying the term leaks and bounds.
This is so you.
That's very me.
We have this all the time. She'll say things that are wrong. And
I
I'm
did one
like,
recently that you were really laughing at.
yeah, but then sometimes you want, this is what I never know with you, so can we have it on record? Sometimes she'll want, basically my grammar and my English is really good. Like you just won't find me making mistakes, you won't. So I always like, sometimes she wants me to correct her with like the you and I or you and me, like with grammar stuff, because you want to be better at it, you do.
Yes,
but then
I
other
do.
times I'll reply, and I'm not an arse with it. I just go, oh, it's this bird, like to change your story, and you'll reply and go, fuck off.
Because I get really annoyed. When my story's been up, there's a time and a place for it.
Right.
If me
Sometimes
and you,
it's in an ad, and I'm like, this has gone through 5 checks and everyone's thick.
if me and you are sitting in a room
Yeah.
and we're having a chat and
Yeah.
I've got something wrong and you correct me, I'm like, oh God, amazing. I'll make sure to put that to use next time.
Right.
When it's been on my story for 24 hours and then you tell me it's spelt wrong, fuck off.
Right. Okay. Can you see why I'm struggling with this?
That's it.
I'm just always trying to help.
I know that, but then sometimes it's not a help.
But
Because
I could
it's
do
been
with like
done. The damage has been done.
like a crib book of like what's okay and what's not.
Fine, I'll write you one.
Okay, thank you. Right. Anyway.
And cribbo.
In it, orphanus in cribbo.
Okay, I don't know how to tell her it's meant to be leaps and bounds. Well, don't ask Jack.
Yeah, don't ask me, because I'm none the wiser.
It is leaps, isn't it? Don't tell me I'm wrong.
Leaks and bounds is way better.
I actually wrote this.
Yeah, you did. What are the ones?
I have said one recently that you thought was really bad.
Yeah.
And I can't think about what it is. But I think leaks and bounds
It's brilliant.
is hilarious.
That's very
Again,
Bestie Dictionary bound, I feel.
philosophical.
Yeah, right.
It goes beyond leaps. Do we have any industry
vegetation.
insiders?
Yeah, if there are any
know
farmers.
anything about leaks?
If there are any I actually offended the farming community before. So maybe I'm not the right person to ask. You know how we move the clocks an hour every time for farmers? That's why. It was always original. You know about the like daylight saving?
Farmer's Delight or something?
No, that's the sunset. And that's shepherds. Is that what you're on about?
That's a perfect example.
Farmer's Delight.
Farmer's
Sounds like a dessert you get at school.
Angel Delight.
Yeah. God, you're always just one step
But
behind.
it's so annoying because I'm always so nearly
Yeah,
there.
but just not quite.
I'm on the cusp.
Yeah. So the thing is, I basically was taking the piss, and I tweeted once just saying this whole thing about, you know, like it gets so much darker way quicker, blah, 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 in
Yes.
winter. So I just tweeted saying, why do we keep changing the clocks when farmers don't even exist anymore? As in, I was just,
correct.
but it wasn't even about like automation. I was just making a joke. I was pretending that farmers weren't real.
Oh, right.
And everyone just
and
went,
Jeremy
and I
Clarkson
had
messaged you and said, fuck
the
off.
entire farm community with their leeks at my front door going, yes, we do. We put the bread on your plate.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah. And I literally
So
just
you're
said,
not qualified to answer this question,
I don't
then?
own those types of shoes. Now I'm an old maiden type of shoe.
So in that case, I would say,
Yeah.
tell her that the saying is farmer's delight,
Yeah.
not leeks and bounds.
Not leeks and bounds.
Yeah.
And then serve it with an angel delight with a snood on top and a
Yes.
side of pulp.
Yeah,
Easy.
done.
God, this is well easy.
This is well good. We're really good at
Why
this.
on earth did we not do a podcast? This is literally a piece of piss.
Yes, it's fantastic.
God, wish I could drop. They're too expensive, but I'd love to do them.
Okay, great.
We've come on leaks and bounds baby, in this last hour. That was amazing.
By the way, are we in Farmer's Delight now? Like, when does it?
So, red sky at night, shepherd's delight is to do with the colour of, like, if you have red sky.
Red
nothing
sky
to do
at
with
night,
time zones.
shepherd's delight.
Red sky in the morning,
Blue
shepherd's
sky at dawn.
No, Mr. Blue Sky is a song. This is what I deal
Blue
with.
sky at morn.
Shepherd's horn.
No, blue sky at dawn, shepherd's morn.
Right. Anything else?
That is well.
It makes no sense.
I'm a lyricist.
Right, yeah.
I think
To the
the
mentally
people
ill.
that make these sayings are not imaginative enough. That's the main thing.
Right.
And I should be hired.
As. And by whom? In the pocket of big lyricists.
I'm
Like,
not
what?
legally allowed to answer that question. For that
Theoretically.
reason, I would like to say goodbye, everyone.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on the very first episode of
The Jack and Ash Show. There's a very high chance that this may not even get picked up for episode 2. So thank you so much if you've gotten this far. We really, really appreciate it. Please do message in.
Yeah.
No complaints, just words of praise, 5 stars everywhere, like, subscribe, share, all that good
Yes.
stuff. Don't share this with, I would say, any farmers.
Yeah.
Who else?
Anyone in the juice industry.
In the juice industry. Well, actually,
The guy that we said we had no cock, nobody send that to him.
I really
please.
hope that he'd...
I very
he
much
certainly
doubt
won't
he's
be
listening to this.
No, he unfollowed me immediately. He has no idea I exist. He might even have blocked me.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
great. We're in great standing
That's like
then.
a small amount of people, yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to email in or DM us with
Yeah.
all of your complaints.
Yeah, in it.
And thank you so much. We love you.
Yeah, same time next week, glass of orange juice.
Lift it up, baby!